Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chidera, a pre-assessment nurse for endoscopy. Today we'll be discussing something crucial that happens before you go in for a colonoscopy, the pre-assessment. So that brings us to, what is endoscopy pre-assessment? Endoscopy pre-assessment is a medical review that happens before you go in for your procedure. We assess your health, fitness, and your medications. We also look at the risk involved to ensure that everything goes smoothly. So in today's video, we'll be looking at why this is important, what happens during your appointment, what informations and questions to expect, and also how to better prepare for your colonoscopy. Let's get started. A colonoscopy, as this earlier discussed, is the best way to identify colonic cancers, colonic polyps, or any other bowel diseases. However, before you go in for this procedure, best practice demands that your fitness is assessed to ensure that everything also goes smoothly. So, a pre-assessment helps us to identify those medical conditions that could affect the procedure. It also helps us to ensure that your medications are adjusted where needed. We get you to understand how to prepare your bowel, and finally get to reduce the risk involved with sedation or anesthesia or general anesthesia. According to the World Journal of Gastroenterology, pre-assessment reduces the risk of complications during this procedure and also ensures that your bowel prep quality is high. This is why it is important to have a pre-assessment. So what actually happens during a pre-assessment? We carry out a medical review. We ask questions such as surgical history. We want to know if you've got any stroke, diabetes, or any respiratory condition, breathing problem. This is also the opportunity to let your nurse know if you have any bleeding disorder. We also carry out a medication review. Some medication needs to be stopped and some needs to be adjusted before you go in for a colonoscopy. So if you're on blood thinners such as clopidogrel, warfarin, aspirin, you're on iron tablets, or you're on diabetic medication, you need to let your nurse know, because there are some adjustments that needs to be incorporated when you're going in for your colonoscopy. Also, we use this opportunity to tell you how to prepare your bowel by using the bowel preparation laxative. So we also tell you what to eat, what not to eat, how to mix your laxative and administer them. These are the things we'll let you know. According to the American Journal for Gastroenterology, they have identified that poor bowel preparation reduces the chances of polyp dictation by 20%. So it's important that you follow the guideline that has been discussed with you with regards to your bowel preparation through. What are the questions that you should expect when you go in for your pre-assessment? Number one is that you'll be asked if you've had a colonoscopy before. Do you have any allergies? Are you on blood thinners? Would you want sedation or gas and air? Do you have any heart conditions, respiratory condition? Have you had a stroke, or are you diabetic? So these are some of the questions you will be asked during your pre-assessment. It's also important that you go in for your pre-assessment with your medication. It will help fast track things and make things smooth when you go in for your pre-assessment. Finally, here are some key tips you need to know before you go in for your colonoscopy. One is that you need to take your bowel preparation serious. Whatever has been advised, you need to follow it through to avoid the procedure being cancelled or to avoid anything being missed in your bowel. Two is that you need to stay hydrated, because you'll be fasting. You need to ensure that you're very hydrated. You also need to ensure that if you've opted to have sedation for this procedure, someone is available to take you home after your procedure. You should also ensure that whatever medication you were asked to stop or adjust, you follow it through. The reason is because if you do not follow all of this protocol on the day of the procedure, the chances of this procedure being cancelled is very high. So we need to ensure that we follow these protocols very thoroughly. So there you have it. This is all you need to know about endoscopy or colonoscopy pre-assessment. So if this video has been very enlightening and informative, please, I would appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, as I'll be bringing more in-depth video your way as the day goes by. Until I see you in my next video, stay safe and take care of yourself.